Hello friends and welcome to Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer. I'm your host Noam Chomsky and today we are playing Wanted as the Huntsman on Animus Core. And as tradition dictates, today I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay, but yeah. And let me just take a second to formally introduce my brand new microphone, my Blue Yeti. Oh, it's delicious. I've named her. Her name is Maria. That might be pretty creepy for most of you guys, and it's creepy for me too, but I love naming my stuff, and my microphone's name is going to be Maria whether you like it or not. Okay, so, first order of business, brace yourselves for hypocrisy because this is going to be the most hypocritical video I've ever made in my entire life. With Christmas rolling around the corner, I always feel the need to be very philosophical, and I start thinking about possessions and stuff like that. Mainly the John Lennon song, that gets in my head all the time. If you guys don't know it, I'm not your friend. That's just how that works. But yeah, John Lennon once said, imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can, because, you know, our entire world is based around possessions, and I'm not really going to get into that because that's a pretty deep topic, and you know, most of you guys already understand that if we all shared everything, the world would be better, so I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about other things. Essentially, the fact that possessions are a part of our life is something that we have to accept. We can't change that anymore. It's probably too late, unless you want to just abandon everything you own and go live in like a tribe of Indians. That's your thing that you can do, but you know, for now, the only thing we can do is accept it and try and, you know, be better people with the possessions that we have, which is what I'm going to talk about today. First of all, let me just say, the possessions that you have possessions that some people don't have. You know, automatically, you are better than some other person because, first of all, you're watching my video on YouTube, which means you guys have a computer in the family, and not all people have that. So first of all, you should feel happy with what you have. That's just one note that I just want to say, and this isn't something that I made up because I'm not super deep and philosophical and whatnot. But, you know, this is just something that should be known and not many people know it. Just look at what you have, be happy. That's the first thing. Okay, now that we have that basic philosophy set aside, let me just say, okay, so I bought this Blue Yeti because I thought, you know, I need a new mic. I'm a growing YouTuber and I deserve to get myself a new mic. So, okay, well, first of all, let's go back to my old mic. My original mic, let's just name it Michelle. Why not? That was the first name that came into my head, so Michelle was my old Rock Band mic, and that's what we're going to name it from now on. I don't know how often people are going to use that name, how many people are really going to talk about my old mic. But regardless, Michelle was my old Rock Band mic, and I was perfectly happy with that mic. I mean, you guys have no idea how wonderfully satisfied I was with that microphone. It got the job done. It wasn't super complicated. You just plug it in and you talk into it, and that's what it did. Okay, and so yeah, I was really happy with that mic. And then I thought, you know, what if I had a better mic? What if there was a mic out there that actually, you know, was better? And this was all spurred because I needed to sell Beatles Rock Band because I needed money, first of all, and second of all, because I just hadn't played that game for a long time. And that's already one stupid consumerism mistake. Don't buy expensive things if you know you're not going to use them. I mean, I bought Beatles Rock Band because, you know, I'm one of the biggest Beatles fans out there, and not in the nation or anything, just I'm a big Beatles fan, and I thought, okay, Beatles Rock Band's going to be fun. First of all, I barely played Rock Band in the first place, so I don't know why I bought a $300 game with only Beatles songs. And second of all, Beatles songs aren't that complicated. They're pretty simple. So I don't know why they would base an entire musical game around a simple band. I don't know. That being said, so yeah, I bought Beatles Rock Band, and then I got the mic, which I ended up using a lot more than the Beatles Rock Band game, but that's beside the point. I needed to sell it, so I was losing my one microphone, the one thing that my pretty much only hobby I had revolved around. And so, first of all, I was thinking, you know, I should probably just buy another Rock Band mic if I'm selling Beatles Rock Band. And then I thought, well, what if I had a better microphone? And this is back to before the story that I just told. What if I had a better microphone? So I was looking around and I heard the Blue Yeti was a great microphone. It's a USB microphone, very simple, just like the other one. It just had more features. It had crisper audio, it had a mute button, it had volume, it had gain, and it had different audio pickup tones and whatnot. You know, it had stereo, cardioid, omnidirectional, and bidirectional, which is great because I often record with my friends. So yeah, I thought this is the perfect mic. I can't ask for anything better. And so yeah, that I decided, hey, let's buy a new microphone. Let's buy the Blue Yeti. And so I ended up only getting 75 bucks from Beatles Rock Band, and it completely defeated the purpose of the reason why I sold the game, which was to get money. But, I mean, I guess, I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm not happy with the Blue Yeti microphone. You guys have no idea. This microphone is badass. But, I mean, I could have been just as well off if I had bought another Beatles Rock Band or Rock Band microphone. And that's sort of the whole reason of why I'm making this commentary, is to make you guys understand you're never happy with what you have. Possessions are sort of the root of all sadness in a way. I mean, you know, your mom could die, which is another way to be sad, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. It's the root of some sadness, I guess. And just look at what you have and be happy with what you have. That's the big take-home message of the day. I mean, you can buy a brand new laptop, be happy for a month, and be like, okay, this is my laptop. You get used to things so easily, and that's not good. You just need to take a step back and realize, hey, I have a nice computer. I have a microphone that does the job. I don't need anything better, but that incessant need inside every person to have something better, like keeping up with the Joneses, is always going to be a thing that's in everybody. And, you know, I wish there would be some way that we could just, poof, make it disappear from society, because it really feeds the consumer monster. That sounds very symbolic and political, but it does. I mean, if we were just happy with what we have, we'd be fine. And this relates to the whole Christmassy thing, because, you know, Christmas is the holiday of getting gifts from people, and the thing is, people have lost sight of what Christmas is about. I mean, for most people, birth of Jesus, you know, stuff like that. I don't like talking about that because it's not really what I follow, but Christmas is about making other people happy. It's about, you know, finding the perfect gift for somebody and being like, hey, I changed their lives. I made them feel so much better by giving them something. I mean, it's not about receiving gifts. I feel like wish lists are just the stupidest things on earth, and I talked about it last year actually in a Christmas video, but I don't know. All I'm saying is just take a look at your wish list that you're gonna hand your parents for Christmas or whatever. Look at everything and think, do I need this? Do I really, like, is this gonna drastically change my life? Or even another thing, don't even give your parents a wish list. Just be like, you know me, right guys? And they'll be like, no, but, you know, it'll be a better, more personal gift than you just handing them a shopping list and then they'd be like, okay, we'll buy these for you or whatever. I mean, just, I don't know. Some people lose perspective very easily, and that includes me. I mean, the whole Blue Yeti thing is a real life example. I completely didn't need this thing. I'm happy with it. I don't know how much I can stress that. I'm very happy with this microphone, but I don't need it, and I didn't before, and I don't know. So yeah, that's my spiel for the year. Just keep this video in mind when you're rolling into the Christmas season and you want to get people gifts from their wish lists. Be like, hey, well, if I saw something at the store that really meant, oh man, I would totally want to give this to this person, they'd love it, like, get that. Don't get them what's on their wish list. That's just like a stupid carbon copy everything, everybody kind of thing. That sentence made literally 0 sense, but hopefully you understood what I said. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, one other thing. Message to all parents. Don't get kids clothes. Don't get them socks or underwear. I mean, unless they're in college and they need that stuff, I mean, that's not what they want. I'm just saying, unless it's like a really badass band t-shirt or something that, you know, they've been eyeballing at the store, it's totally just, you know, not... It's just an excuse for you to get them a gift and also do what you need to do as a parent, which is, you know, clothe them. Okay, now I'm officially done talking about possession. And yeah, the gameplay's only got about a minute left, so closing thoughts, just as the Christmas season rolls around, try and stay true to what the season is about, and that's about giving. It's not the season of getting, it's about, you know, giving things, and you know, just try and make as many people happy as possible. Quit thinking about yourself for just a little bit, and you'll have a happier Christmas season, because, you know, the best feeling that you can ever get is making someone else happy. At least that's what I think. That's very, you know, that's not really what I think. I'm a selfish person when it comes down to it. You know, we were both running from zombies. I would be the one throwing you at the zombies so I can save myself, but it's the thought that counts, right? I hope. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, the gameplay's over. I got first place. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. And yeah, so until next time, this is your host, Noam Chomsky, signing off.